Starting a research project can feel overwhelming, and when you're not sure what words to use or where to begin, that can be even more frustrating. So in today's video, I'll show you how to start your research by building strong keywords and then also learning simple ways to connect your own ideas. Before we can even start searching in the library, it's helpful to spend a few minutes thinking about your topic. This is what we call Presearch, and it's all about gathering ideas and vocabulary that help you find better sources. Presearch can be as simple as looking at Google, Wikipedia, or a museum website just to get you started. The goal isn't to find sources to cite in your research. Google and Wikipedia are not always credible, so this process is to learn the key names, terms, movements, and ideas that are related to your topic. We're not looking for citations just yet. For example, if you're interested in housing and modern architecture, a quick Google or museum site visit might tell you about brutalism, post-war design, or famous architects' names. These are the words you'll want to use when you start searching in the library's website. So, for example, our research question could be, what are the key characteristics of post-war brutalism housing, and which architects exemplify this style? Once you have a few keywords from your Presearch, the next step is learning how to combine them so the database understands what you're looking for. This is what we call Boolean searching, and it's much simpler than it sounds, I promise. Boolean searching is just a way of telling the database how your ideas are connected. The three components of a Boolean search that we'll talk about today is and, or, and not. So let's take a look at and. And is all about connecting your ideas. So I'm researching post-war housing and modern architecture. If I search for architecture and post-war, I'm telling the database that I want results that include both of these ideas. And makes your search more focused. The next thing we're going to talk about is or, which is all about expanding your language. People don't always use the same words to describe the same thing. For example, an author might use brutalism, while another might use modernist. When I use or, I'm telling the database that any of these words are acceptable. Or gives you more results, but better ones, because you're capturing different ways the topic is described. Now, during your research, you might also see the word not in a Boolean search, but I recommend using it very carefully and not in your first time searching. For example, if you're searching architecture but you keep getting results about software, you could try architecture, not software. Otherwise, it's usually fine to skip not, because you might be excluding things out of your search result if you're not careful. The most important thing is understanding that searching is flexible. You gather words during Presearch, combine them using and or, and then adjust as you go. And once you've got your keywords and Boolean searches down, you're ready to move on to filters and finding high-quality articles through the library's website.